Welcome back, you beautiful souls. Thank you so much for joining us. Time to get very excited. Why? Because the Cape Town Marathon, one of the highlights on any calendar, never mind the sporting, Africa's only IAAF gold label status marathon. It's only 45 days until this unbelievably popular marathon takes place. Now to chat about what we can expect this year. Plenty of fireworks, maybe a little more luster to the golds. Please welcome South African athletes Elana van Zyl-Meyer and Elroy Gelant, and Race Director Janet Welham. Some of the most positive human beings on the planet. Elana, I start with you and your gorgeous smile. It's so cool to have you in studio because you know we absolutely adore you, but you have taken it on your shoulders to really be an advocate for the long distance, what it can do for a person's life, what it can do for South Africa, what it can do for Cape Town. How important is the gold label status? Because I know you guys, everyone involved, Janet can testify as well, you've worked really hard to get that status. What does it actually mean when we talk about an IAAF gold label status marathon?
You know, I think the first thing come to mind, it is an excellent race, you know, and that is the message across the world. If you come and run a gold label, IAAF gold label marathon, you know it's a fantastic standard.
It's awesome.
You know, it's great competition. You know, so what the IAAF gold label status is doing for the Sanlam Cape Town Marathon, you know, has been fantastic. You know, putting together the elite field every year. You know, this year we're going to have the best ever field, you know, assembled on the African continent. You know, and it really is because of the gold label status.
I mean, we always think that the scenery is enough to bring people down here to run. It knocks about 5 Ks off your distance. As I understand it, the elite field is going to be announced today.
Yes, absolutely.
Can you give us any teasers? What kind of a dynamic? I know you can't speak too openly about it, but what can we expect from that field, do you think?
You know, so I think we will announce the names at the press conference a little bit later this morning, but what I can say is, you know, that we have, you know, the best ever field assembled. We have a IAAF gold label field. You know, we have 2 ladies that has run 2:24 in the marathon. We've got a 2:05 marathon runner in the field, and then obviously, you know, Elroy has just done his debut marathon 2 years ago. You know, he's in the best shape of his life. Just ran a PB in the half marathon. So, you know, it will be fantastic to have a repeat of last year and have a South African, you know, winner taking...
It will happen. I can say it unashamedly because I can be completely biased. Does this make you excited to hear one of the greatest runners of our, you know, South African, I think, any generation, talk about it in this way? What are you expecting? I've seen you crush 21 Ks. This marathon space is something that is so stimulated at the moment, some of the best competition. How are you feeling about the event?
No, definitely, you know, it's actually a really positive news for us, you know. Like Elana said, a 2:05 guy coming, you know, and that can just be good for us because that guy can pull us to even, you know, to a sub 2:08. Stephen ran last year a 2:08.31, and I mean, to go faster than that would be really great. And yeah, it's like Tour de France. You know, you got your leading guy that's leading there. You just need to follow.
You just got to do it.
Yeah, you just need to follow.
You know, what your face and your mouth are doing and your eyes are doing are two completely different things. I can see the fire smoldering. How awesome is it as an athlete? Because you run alone. Ultimately, you're out there, you train with guys, you cover so many kilometers, but during that race day, it's you and it's your mind, it's your body. How important is it to be pushed on this level, to have this kind of elite field for your own personal progression?
Yeah, it means a lot, like I said, you know, especially when you run in a group, you know, when you've got like 10 guys, you know, and everything just comes down to that day and your focus and everything is on that day within that group.
The wind.
Yeah, but it... Yeah, hopefully it will stay away, you know. But yeah, definitely it means a lot for us as runners, yeah.
So what you're saying is you're going to win it. Thanks. I got that down. Janet, I love the fact that you almost, you know, literally jumped across to cover Elana's mouth when I started asking about the elite field. I know you're really excited about this, but we want to take it a rung up, from gold to platinum. Yes. I mean, what happens at platinum? Is there a red carpet for the entire race distance? How do we take it? Because you've worked so hard to elevate it to this status. How do you take the Sanlam Cape Town Marathon that step further?
Difficult question because IAAF only just announced that they're launching platinum for next year only. So it's never it's not a standard that is known or understood really, really well. We've obviously looked at all the documentation. We've committed to go for platinum. Whether it takes us a year or 2 years or 3 years to get there, we're not sure. Pretty extensive standards. Really, not only do you have the gold technical standards that you have to apply, but you've got some very, very stringent standards with regard to anti-doping, very stringent standards with regard to the elite field itself, the componentries about the elite field, and some hectic media standards, and of course mass participation. So the Gees of Cape Town, the Gees of South Africa needs to show itself.
I have a feeling they looked at the last iteration of the race and they were like, you know what, gold no longer applies to Cape Town. We need to find another classification. we need to somehow bump this up. I have a feeling that we're going to be chatting to you guys a lot as we build up over the next 45 days. So please bring some of that elite field. You can come start the smack talk live. All right, all the best of luck in final preparations. I know it literally is a marathon to get us there, so all the best of luck. Stay safe, stay strong, keep that fire burning. Elana, it's always such a pleasure to host running royalty, ultimately. So we absolutely adore how humble you are as well. Can we get a round of applause for the all-star team behind the